Hi Virgo, and welcome to your June 2020 work and career reading. I'm going to get straight into it. I just wanted to say thank you to all of you who have subscribed to the channel. This is a new channel, so I really welcome your support. So if you haven't subscribed already, then please do so. That would be really, really helpful, and I'd love you all. Okay, I'm going to get straight into this work reading. So this is for the remainder of June. Spirit, please, what messages do you have for Virgo, please, for the remainder of June 2020? Are we in shot? Yes. Apologies, the cards gone the other way around. Right. For June for Virgo, please. For June for Virgo, please. So far we have the Nine of Wands, the King of Wands, the Lovers and the Eight of Swords, Five of Wands. I'm going to pull all the cards and then we'll have a good look at them. Four of Pentacles. What else, please, Spirit? What else? Are we in? Okay, I have a lot of reflection on the cards, so I think it's probably going to be clearer for you than it is for me at the moment. It doesn't matter, I can see. Right, okay, let's look at the month of June then, Virgo, and see what's coming up for you. So we start with the Nine of Wands, and here we see you in this energy of looking quite fearful. Even the cat is looking quite fearful. You're not quite sure what's ahead of you. You know, it may well be that, you know, you feel like your world is collapsing. Normally I would say, with this card, I would say about things that have gone before. This doesn't feel like that at the moment. It kind of feels like you being fearful and hanging on to what you've got. It may feel like opportunities around you are sort of closing down, you know, that they've sort of burnt out, that, you know, things that you thought were perhaps in front of you now aren't in front of you. And certainly that would fit with a lot of you in terms of where we've been at with what's happening for businesses during lockdown. Now, if this does apply to you, Virgo, be assured that you actually have these two wands in your hands, ready, you know, that you're clinging on to here. And so, you know, not all is lost. You still have these two wands left, which are really significant. And we have, it's followed up by the King of Wands. The King of Wands is very practical, pragmatic sort of person. Doesn't have to be a male, it can be a female too. It's not gender specific. But what we're getting, the qualities from this card are around leadership and about being quite worldly wise. So, you know, Spirit is saying to you to, you know, look at the bigger picture here. You know, you are in a strong position because you are in a position where you can take the lead. You have King energy here, but also in the way this guy is taking the lead in this card, he is actually teaching or guiding. I prefer the word guiding for the King of Wands. He is guiding or mentoring the cat here. So we're talking very much about you know, you've still got your two wands, you know. There is hope in that Nine of Wands card, and you know, here you are with your wand, moving forward, looking at the bigger picture, and you know, very much feeling sort of stable and being able to perhaps inspire, that's the word I was looking for, inspire others with those skills. And you may well be in a position, especially if you run some sort of business or you have some sort of leadership role, it may be that, you know, you're in the position where you can guide others through that situation. It may be, Virgo, that you're in a helping profession where you're helping other people get through the difficulties that they've been facing, perhaps. we very much see you here. I almost feel they're saying to me decision. It feels like there may be a decision needed to be made. There is sort of, whatever comes from this decision, there is good energy around here. You know, the Lovers card is saying to us that, you know, this is something that you will feel passionate about. This is something that you can work in partnership around. You know, there are lots of partnerships here, but they still have this flame of passion. So this is very much work that you have a passion for, you know. But what I'm feeling is that, you know, there's an element of you letting fear override you a bit, Virgo, because here we have the Eight of Swords, and it's actually come underneath the Nine of Swords, which is quite interesting. So this fear is around you at the moment, and it may remain for a little bit of June, but, you know, you have positive cards ahead of you, and it seems like it's a self-inflicted sort of fear. You know, this girl here, and again, they're not gender specific, but you'll know what resonates with you. If you look very closely at her hands that are tied, they're not actually tied. She has, you know, they're loose here. They're just literally wound around her wrists. And it's almost like the little bluebird here is trying to attract attention, you know, trying to attract her attention, but she is of her own free will kneeling amongst the swords. So it almost feels like a self-inflicted prison, you know, something that you've been worrying about. So you've been keeping yourself within worry. I'm not saying that you're in a position, you know, that you've felt that you're not in a position to move things forward. Because obviously, as I said, with things going on in the world at the moment, it may well be that things have been pretty static for you, Virgo, work-wise. But, you know, in terms of your thinking, this is very much about your thinking and your mindset. So they're saying, you know, make sure that you're not staying in that mindset. Make sure that you're open to possibilities. It may be that you've been listening a lot. If you've been watching the news a lot, then you may be feeling like you are in this picture. This is very much your energy. This person standing alone in amongst a group of others, talking. I always hear the word wittering when I see this card, because it just feels like they're all wittering on about, you know, how difficult things are and how can that possibly be and how can we move things forward. If you've been absorbing a lot of the news articles, or maybe you've seen things on the internet, or you've been hearing others chatting, or maybe, you know, during the times you've actually managed to get together with a friend, perhaps, in recent weeks, you know, maybe the conversation has been quite sort of negative and helping to keep you in this mindset, Virgo. So this is just something that Spirit are alerting you to. Be careful who you're listening to at the moment, because there's people around you who aren't necessarily, you know, helping this situation. They're sort of helping you stay afraid, really. And this is putting you into an energy of, you know, sitting, guarding your riches, not seeing the light outside. You know, the cat is looking for, you know, looking out, looking very alert. And I know we've all been told, if you're in England, we know the word alert. But, you know, here you are guarding what's yours. And again, there's this sort of feeling of fear that is being perpetuated in you at the moment. So yeah, I mean, early June you may be feeling still quite fearful. I know we're in early June already as I record this, so that may be a feeling, but things are beginning to change. Spirit are asking you to look around you, Virgo, at the moment, and look at the sort of the little things that bring you pleasure and bring you joy, because what they want you to do is move out of this mindset. They want you to gradually start looking around and saying, okay, you know, I can't change, you know, certain things in my life at the moment because they're out of my control. But what can I do to make my environment better? I don't mean necessarily, you know, we have to put flowers everywhere in our house. I don't mean that. I mean, how can I, you know, feel happier? What little things can I do that can help me feel better? And what have I got around me that can, you know, that I can really begin to appreciate? What are the small things that I can do to change this situation? What is good about the month of June, do excuse me, I've got a blocked throat. Again, this happens during my readings sometimes. Spirit, when they have a strong message to give out, they they play with my throat chakra, which is all very well. It's their way of alerting me that it's a strong point. So they're really labouring this point that they want you to appreciate what is around you at the moment, even if there's things that you have been worried about. But what they're saying to you is, you know, here you are with great strength. So, and if you notice, this witch lady is looking behind her and she's sort of putting, you know, quite dismissively, really. She's taking her inner strength, but quite dismissively. She's sort of pointing her wand at this tornado. So here we are towards the end of June, Virgo. Things are beginning to get a lot brighter and you will have had the strength to actually move past the tornado and just deal with whatever has arisen that has made you feel quite fearful. And I love the fact that that's at the end of the reading, because she's not even bothering to look at it. She's taking the attitude of, okay, that was then, that's what's happened, and now we move forward, because now we're feeling strong and, you know, we're moving forward with this. And here you are, ending the month of June in Queen of Swords energy. So Queen of Swords has, you know, emotionally detached herself from these, you know, strong emotional, fearful feelings that she had at the beginning of June. And she can see things with a lot more clarity. Sword cards are always about clarity. And, you know, sometimes the Queen of Swords can lead with the head only. You know, rather than getting emotional about things, she can sometimes be perceived as being quite cold. But in this context, what Spirit is saying to you is, you know, you've had an emotional start to June where you've been a bit uncertain, regardless of the King of Wands energy being here, which, you know, and the Lovers card, which was lovely. You've still been worrying. There's still been things that have kept you feeling a bit stuck, Virgo. You are going to be you're going to be feeling a lot stronger, and you are going to be seeing things with a lot more clarity by the end of June. Okay, so if you're dealing with difficult things at the moment, you will know what resonates with you from this reading. Please let me know in the comments, because I'd love to know how that applies to you, how that resonates with you. That would be really interesting. So, okay, let's have a look at some clarifiers and see if we can get some more information. Spirit, can you clarify the Nine of Wands, please? This is for Virgo for the month of June. The Nine of Wands. Yeah, I mean, they are saying that you have been through some material and financial changes. So there has your work. It sounds like this is for the group of Virgos whose work has been affected in some way in recent weeks. You know, but there are so they're recognizing that there are financial and material changes here, but they do remind you that you have still got things that you can work on and ways that you can move forward, which is why the King of Wands is saying, you know, you have the ability to take this forward because, you know, you have those skills, you have the leadership of a king qualities, and you can do that. So they're saying to you, sorry, sometimes Spirit are a step ahead of me, so they've put this out as a clarifier. The Temptation card is all about, you know, just be mindful about your mindset again, Virgo, and, you know, the way you're thinking and perhaps, you know, behaviour that is following, because, you know, you may be tempted to just deny that you have those qualities because you're feeling fearful, and you may feel sort of low about things, maybe. this won't apply to all of you, but they're saying to you, you know, there's no, just be mindful of your mindset there. Gosh, they're a step ahead of me all the time. Okay, so we have the Lovers card. We have new beginnings for the Lovers card. So they're saying, yes, you know, take these 2 wands. You have this new beginning coming up, and it may simply be that the way that it may be your existing employment, but it may be that it's just changing and you're going to be delivering it in a different way, or maybe your mindset is going to be changing, which is what Spirit are asking you to do, to lift your mindset, in order for your new beginning to be, you know, passionate and, you know, something that you can really get into. It may simply be, Virgo, that you're returning to your employment and you feel passionate about being able to get back on it again, you know. Spirit, please clarify the 8 of Wands for us. Why is the 8 of Wands here? Sorry, Spirit, why is the 8 of Swords here? The Wands and my swords muddled up. Swords, Spirit, we're talking swords, so why is the 8 of Swords here, please? Why is the 8 of Swords here? Where's the 8 of Swords here for Virgo? It's this one. Yeah. They want you to lift yourself from this energy. This is the definite message that they're throwing out this time, Virgo. They don't want you to worry. There's no need for you to worry, because they're saying to you, if you have a positive mindset, it's much easier for you to move forward here. So they're saying, please don't entrap yourself into this state of mind. You know, there is hope. There's hope in every single situation. And that's why you're left standing here with 2 wands. In every situation, there is something you can focus on to make it move forward. And they're asking you, because this is in the same line, they're asking you to move forward with little things. You know, if there's nothing major you can change at the moment, or you feel life's a bit out of control, begin to lift your mood by concentrating on the smaller things. But we'll come to that and clarify that in just a moment. I want to do the 5 of Wands next, please. Who are these people, please, in the 5 of Wands, Spirit? What is the message for the 5 of Wands for Virgo? What is the message for the 5 of Wands for Virgo? Yeah, I mean, they're saying be careful who you listen to, because, I mean, this is a beautiful card to come out for you, because it's very reassuring. You've already had the card of hope. Spirit are saying to you, you know, there is going to be a fulfillment of wishes here, Virgo. So don't be pulled down by negativity that's being discussed around you, because you can take your situation forward and things are going to be much brighter and much better, because, you know, the things you're aiming for will be fulfilled. But don't be distracted by other people who may be, again, trying to keep you in a negative mindset. Why is the 4 of Pentacles here, please? Why is the 4 of Pentacles here, please, Spirit? Why is the 4 of Pentacles here, please? Gosh, again, wow. No wonder they were playing with my throat chakra, honestly. Because here again, we have the card of light. So you have a card of hope, a fulfillment of wishes, and now a card of light. They're saying there's no need for you to sit in a guarded fashion, you know, guarding what's yours and keeping yourself stuck, Virgo, because it's your time to shine, you know. They want you to have the hope. They're telling you that your wishes are going to be fulfilled. And, you know, this is your time to shine. So, you know, don't keep yourself in a dark sort of environment where you're just static and terrified of what may happen next, because you can take control of this situation. Let's have a look at the 6 of Cups. What can you tell us about the 6 of Cups, please? What can you tell us about the 6 of Cups? Right, they're asking you to use your intuition, Virgo. You know, you will know in your heart of hearts what things are good for you and what things aren't. They're asking you to focus on the little things, to, you know, enjoy the everyday life, enjoy what it is in life you're benefiting from at the moment, because that again will help lift your mood. So they say, you know that already. You know the things around you that are good. they're asking you to use your intuition as to how to move this situation forward. Oh, how funny. Do you know this is happening to me every now and then at the moment? If you can see this pack of cards, I always put the cards face down when I put the deck over there. But every now and then I put it the other way up without realising. And that one is that way up, which is amazing and a very strong message from Spirit, because it's come up to clarify the Strength card. So we have 2 cards of strength, you know. Don't feel fearful, Virgo, because during the month of June, you have the strength to take your situation forward in your work and your work life in order for things to be much better for you. You know, that is immense strength. They're saying you have the strength, and to labour the point, they've given you both the strength cards together, which is incredibly reassuring, isn't it? And let's have a look at the Queen of Swords. They're throwing up discontent and boredom. They don't want you to be fed up. They want you to move things forward. So that's quite an interesting card. I'm going to clarify it again. They don't want you to remain, that may have been a clarifier to come with the strength cards, because they don't want you to stay in this bored, discontented feeling. They're giving you very clear messages: hope, fulfillment of wishes, and shining your light. And your intuition card. Yeah, there's going to be change. It is all going to change for you, Virgo. So if you're one of the Virgos that's been worrying about a situation during the month of May and early June, there is going to be a change. And I know this says disruption, but the disruption card is just about change. So, you know, and here this guy is, it's quite interesting. Again, he's feeling quite bound. He's got these big metal clamp things around his hands. He looks quite sort of restricted. That is going to change. They're going to take you out of this discontent and boredom, and they're saying to you, you have the strength to use your King of Wands energy to move this forward, because you will be seeing things a lot more clearly by the end of June, Virgo. So, you know, life will feel a whole lot better because you will be clear about which direction you want to move forward in. So that is hugely reassuring. I hope that has helped some of you. What I'd like to do is what I've been doing with the other signs that I've read for June. I have some life purpose cards. What happened to that sentence? I have some life purpose cards, Virgo, is what I meant to say. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay 4 cards down, face down. I'm going to give you a moment. We're going to number them, and I'm going to give you a moment to choose one. And the life purpose cards are messages from Spirit to give us actions or, you know, thoughts that help us on our life purpose. So it doesn't necessarily mean you've got to give up your job and follow the path that the life purpose cards tell you to. But what it means is that adding these dimensions to your life can help you with your life purpose. So, you need 2 more, please, Spirit. 2 more, please. 1 more, please, Spirit. 1 more. Okay, let's make sure they're in camera shot. 1, 2, 3. Are they all in? Yeah. Okay, so we've got card 1, card 2, card 3, card 4. If you'd like to just take a moment and concentrate on the cards and choose the number that you think, you know, is the one for you. Okay, Virgo, I hope that was long enough for you. It's difficult for me to judge when I'm sitting here quietly, especially because I'm not used to sitting here quietly. But let's have a look at card 1 and see how your life purpose can be helped. This is a message from Spirit for the people who chose card 1. It says practice. Polish your skills by practicing regularly. It doesn't necessarily have to be about music. It's just if you've been working on something and would like to take it forward, then they're saying to you, the more you practice, the more confident you're going to feel, and you know, the more it's going to help you on your life purpose path. So that was card number 1. Card number 2. Interesting. Oracle cards. It says you are able to discern answers and guidance for yourself and others. So it may well be that, you know, having a set of oracle cards may keep you reassured. And I mean, I certainly, when I started card reading years ago, I started with oracle cards, and I love oracle cards. They're very straightforward. And, excuse me. So, you know, it may be something that helps you to feel reassured. And it may be something, who knows, that you go on to read for others as well, Virgo. So if you chose card number 2, oracle cards may well help you on your life path. So card number 3, options. It says, consider the career possibilities that are open to you. So maybe you chose card number 3 if you are looking at perhaps changing careers, Virgo, or maybe Spirit are suggesting to you that there is something better for you out there. So, you know, just bear that in mind as you're, you know, making decisions around your career at the moment, or your work placement. Right, number 4 is counselling. It's an American spelling. So, counselling. It says you heal with kind words, wise advice, and an empathetic ear. Okay, so you heal with kind words, wise advice, and an empathetic ear. So, you know, if you've chosen card 4, it may be that counselling is something that, you know, you are interested in, or it may just be that, you know, during these difficult times you've been listening to others, helping others with issues in their lives, being very empathetic. And, you know, this is something that will help you feel fulfilled and help you also on your life path, Virgo. So please let me know whether or not you enjoyed those 4 cards. Please drop a comment down below. And it's just something new I'm trying because, you know, as I say, it's a new channel. So I'm just sort of trying to add little bits as I go along, trial and error. So it's great that you've joined me today. Thank you for watching the video. Please remember to subscribe and click the notification bell. And I look forward to seeing you next time, Virgo. Have a happy June. Lift those spirits. Take care. Bye.